Hi everyone, I hope you are doing well. So in this video, we are going to discuss Leetcode problem of the day, and today's problem is valid anagram, and it is an easy level problem. So the problem is very straightforward. It just says that we have been given two strings s and t, and we have to return true if those are anagram of each other, and otherwise we have to return false. So basically they have also defined an anagram that says that we can form, like let's say we have two strings a and b. We can convert A into B by just rearranging the letters. So there will be no new letters, we will not delete any letters, it's just that we will be rearranging the letters. Now as you can see, if this is anagram and these are just the letters of the anagram rearranged. So one simple way to check it is sort both of the strings and check whether both of them are equal. Because if the characters are the same, if you sort them, they should be arranged exactly in the similar manner, right? Otherwise they will not be the same. Now the other way is to count the frequencies. Let's say, let me just draw an array. So this array will be of size 26 actually, because there are 26 characters. But let's say we have these frequency array. So at each index it will be denoting the frequency of the current character, right? So we have these initial characters. Now let's say I have some string, let's say CA, or let's say just CAI, right? I'm just taking some random character word here. Now let's say I have IAC, right? So I'm going to go through this first string and I'm just going to increment the frequency of each character. So now C becomes 1, now A becomes 1 and I becomes 1, right? Now since I have got this final frequency array, what I can do is I can also have another frequency array and increment the frequency of these three characters. But instead of maintaining another frequency array, there is one more thing that I can do is I will go through this second string and I'm going to decrement the frequency of each character. So I mark this as 0, I mark this as 0, I mark this as 0, right? So all of the remaining values that were untouched were already 0. So at the end you will see that all the characters that had their frequency increased in this particular string will get their frequency decreased by this particular string. And if they both are anagrams, if the frequency of each character in both of the strings is exactly the same, all of the values in the final string will be equal to 0, right? So all of the values will be individually equal to 0, and that is what I want to say. Now even if one of the values is non-zero, that means these two strings are not anagrams. So this is how you can simply implement this problem. So as you can see, what I've done is I've created a vector n of size 26. Now I'm for each of the characters I'm subtracting the first character, that is A. So what will happen is, if I subtract, let's say I have A and I subtract A from it, it will give me 0. Now if I have B and I subtract B from A from it, it will give me 1, right? So this is how all the characters will have these values mapped to them up to 25 for the character Z minus A, I'll get 25, right? So this is how I can get the indexes of all the characters, and I'm just going to increment those indexes for one of the strings and I'm just going to decrement those indexes for the other string. Now I initialize my OK variable with 1, and I'm just going to all the 26 characters and I'm marking my OK as this as logical and f of I is equal to 0. So if even for one of the values this f of I is not equal to 0, this whole OK will become false and I'm just going to return false, right? So at the end this OK will have my final answer whether the strings are anagram or not, and this will be a very straightforward solution of this particular problem. So let me just quickly submit this and show you that this particular code works. So you see it passes all the test cases and the solution is absolutely correct. I hope that you guys were able to understand the solution. If you guys did, then consider dropping a like on this video. Then don't forget to share thoughts in the comments, because your engagement with this particular video really helps the YouTube algorithm to understand that this video is actually helpful for you and it will be able to reach much more people like you who want to keep solving new problems. So that is it for today. Till the next video drops, keep coding, stay safe, bye bye.